stuff today. Okay, we got it? Okay. Again, listen to this ancient and living poem of remembrance and hope. If you can, place yourself into these words, into your life today. That's what the Bible's read for us today. So here we go. They've been through a lot, so much. And the prophet, have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is He, God, who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them like a tent to dwell in. This is their God, who brings princes, rulers, to naught, and makes the rulers of earth as nothing. Scarcely, he says about these rulers, scarcely are they planted, scarcely sown, scarcely has their stem taken root in the earth, when he blows upon them and they wither, and the tempest carries them off like stubble. To whom then, if that's the case, to whom then will you compare me, that I should be like him, says the Holy One, God. Lift up your eyes on high and see who created these. He who brings out their host by number, calling them all by name, by the greatness of his might, and because he is strong in power, not one is missing. God is involved. Why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel, my way is hid from the Lord, and my right is disregarded by my God? Of course, you might want to understand that. They felt lost for 3 generations, okay? But here we are. Have you not known, here's the repetition, have you not known, have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. God does not faint nor grow weary. God's understanding is unsearchable. God gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. He says, even youths shall faint and be weary, and young men shall fall exhausted. And here it is. But they who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up like wings of eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. What a poem. What a way to look at life, to believe it and to live it. Amen. Well, you all know how greatly involved I am with sports. Just a couple weeks ago, some big deal took place, okay? Forget the name of it, but no. Quote, Philadelphia Eagles demolished the Kansas City Chiefs to win their 2nd Super Bowl in front of a sold-out Superdome crowd in New Orleans. The Eagles' top-rated defense used its unrelenting pass rush to intercept Patrick Mahomes, I'm not sure if that's right, twice before halftime, unquote. That ever so gently and in stellar sportsmanship, that was NBC News announcing that the Philadelphia Eagles demolished the Kansas City Chiefs. They were so pleasant about it. Yes, I know, it was 40-22. That's what I read. Yes, Philadelphia never allowed this Super Bowl, a rematch from 2 years earlier, to ever get close, muting Mahomes' effectiveness from the opening drive. I got that from the internet. And yes, Sirianni did yell at the Eagle fans, back in mid-October, but he apologized. The Philadelphia Eagles did finish the season. Boy, I hope I have all this right. 16-1, was that true? Huh? That's pretty good. Including Sunday's runaway victory. Again, if I got it wrong, call NBC News. All right. You all know this. I figured it out myself by Philadelphia Eagles. Their mascot is an eagle, okay? A bald eagle. And my understanding is during home games, now I think it's probably only home games because I found out that, that they let an eagle loose and it flies around the stadium, okay? I think that's amazing. That would be the one reason I would go to one of those, okay? But I read, though, that they didn't allow that to take place in New Orleans. Eagles, an eagle. You've been hearing that word this morning. An eagle evokes powerful symbolic imagery across various cultures and in context. Now, let me just give you briefly. Here are some of the most common symbolic images and associations with eagles. Freedom and vision. Freedom and vision. Soaring high above the earth, the eagle represents liberty, open skies, and a far-reaching perspective because it's so far up there. Its ability to fly at great heights symbolizes transcendence and spiritual elevation. Maybe you hadn't thought about that. Here's another. Power and strength. With its sharp talons and commanding presence, the eagle often embodies raw power, dominance, and courage. Many empires, nations have used those symbols, such as Rome and the United States. You know, their wingspans can reach up to 8 feet. Their dive speed is up to 200 miles an hour. One more grouping, focus and clarity. It is known for its incredible eyesight. The eagle symbolizes precision, clarity of vision, and the ability to stay focused on goals from great distances. You may know this, but the largest bird in Israel, historically, has been the eagle. No surprise that Isaiah then, the 6th century BC prophet, introduces the eagle into his prophetic language, into this poetry. As the long exile lasted 48 to 59 years, a few generations, was coming to a close, to an end. And the trek back to Judea, now that wasn't going to be easy, but the going back, traveling back to their home, this was the opening salvo, chapter 40 of Isaiah. Isaiah is reminding Israel, and now for us today in 2025, reminding us, when all is said and done, have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. A reminder. No matter what our circumstances, God is with you. The prophet is declaring, so pay attention. God will give power to the faint, strength to the powerless. Look to the Lord, have faith in God's ways, and you will be strengthened. This is the poem. Lift up your eyes, elevate your gaze, your understanding of what life is about. Don't be misled by the cultural apathy or problems that are before you, but elevate your life. Live in the elevation of the God who created you. The Lord that walked this earth is for Christians and epitomizes the highest values for all of our lives, Jesus Christ. Surely, we are living in a time when we need to be reminded, we need to be challenged to trust in God, to be strengthened through God, and to soar on wings like eagles. Things are rapidly changing in the world. You know, there are generations where not every generation goes through certain things, okay? Different highs and lows. But I dare say, I think we could say that we're in a time which is different from post-World War II. where things did calm down so much. Whatever the circumstances, I'm reminding you through Isaiah, through your faith. You were and are created to elevate your life by following and trusting the sovereign God of all that is and will ever be. We need to be reminded to live on a higher elevation. I am always thankful to the choir for the beautiful way they inspire us in their music. I also so appreciate this morning, because I called John earlier this past week. I said, John, could you throw in an anthem for me, okay? And he was so good and kind, and he did. So I so appreciate John and Moses this morning for including this morning's anthem on Eagle's Wings. Isaiah was right on in using eagles to inspire the Jewish people in exile to look into their future. I'm sure they were reminded of the words taken from Exodus chapter 19, verse 3. Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob and tell the people of Israel, this is God, you have seen what I did to the Egyptians and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. The eagle again. You who dwell in the shelter of the Lord, who abides in his shadow for life, say to the Lord, my refuge and my rock in whom I trust. And he, God, will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of his hand. So, my friends, this morning, I leave you with the elevated belief that is capable and does of guiding you, your family, your communities. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. The Lord does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. The Lord gives power to the faint, and to him or her who has no might, he increases their strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary. Young men and women shall fall exhausted. But they who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Let's do it. Amen.